Hello, I'm Ian Lenton from Perth Racing and welcome to this week's edition of The Box Seat. And of course it is the day of days of West Australian racing, Super Saturday, the day we work so hard for all year and just wait for such brilliant racing. Of course punctuated by the $1 Million Winterbottom and the $1 Million Railway Stakes. Adam McGrath will join me shortly and we will have a full rundown of this 9-race card. But first we'll start with the conditions, looking to be about 36 degrees. It will be hot. The rail at 3 metres, the track currently rated a good 3. Now the opening race of the day is the Peace for Paris Handicap. This is over 1,200 metres. And the first replay we'll have a look at is that of number 10, Paddy's Flat, who went into as favourite last start with a lot of pressure on it in the new stable for Lou Luciani, but it broke through with an outstanding performance from the rear.
Might have lost a stirrup there coming into the corner, followed by Immune to Judgment. Now Paddy's Flat called upon. Let's down to start. He's run after the leader, Renowned Lady, but she's got a big break with 150 to go. Renowned Lady led by 2. Paddy's Flat cutting the margin down brilliantly. Renowned Lady, Paddy's Flat. Paddy's Flat's going to get her, and Paddy's Flat got the money.
Superb performance there by Paddy's Flat, really got the job done, but that replay of course included the run of number 8 Lunar Eclipse to be ridden by Craig Williams in this event, and it certainly does look the one to beat with a really nice turn of foot. Lunar Eclipse is certainly capable of performing at this level. Number 1 Fly T goes right up in the weights but certainly has the best class in this race, but carrying 60 kilograms, is that going to be too much? Then we have gallopers like the 3 Lenience, who is capable on its day, as well as the Deep South galloper Run Liam Run having its first shot in the city. But I'm going with the 2 Flying Raw. Blinkers going on for the first time here. On speed in these hot conditions I think will be the place to be. Drawn well with Clint Johnson Porter taking the claim. I'm 2 Flying Raw and very confident from number 8 Lunar Eclipse, the 3 Lenience and number 10 Paddy's Flat.
Race number 2 at Ascot. It is over the 1,500 metres, and Ian, there's a lot of horses coming into this race with form. I speak of the likes of a Little Shadow, Tarquin Shadow as well. I thought I'd got that wrong there. Both shadows. And also one that you've liked, which has almost been a shadow, the way it's just gone past everyone, has been Liberty Rise.
Yeah, Liberty Rise is going brilliantly, looking for 3 wins in a row. Look, this is a really good race, but a lot of the form lines are from Wednesday level, so we have to assess how they compete against those more established at Saturday level.
You've been really keen on Liberty Rise this campaign for the punters that do follow Box Seat. Carried the 58 kilos to victory last start, and we'll take a look at that win now.
Just in front, he goes for home on it. Sheer Cat cruising though, races up, gets about a half a length on him quickly. Galoobe down towards the rail. Liberty Rise winding up further back. He goes for home on Sheer Cat, nearing the 100. Kicking back, Handyman. Here's Liberty Rise, gunning them both down though. Liberty Rise ranges up to Sheer Cat, grabs him in the final stages. Liberty Rise.
Yeah, another brilliant victory. There was no speed in that race and it didn't matter. It just picked them up with that good navigating ride by Troy Turner. Drawn well again, he looks hard to beat.
Now, you talked about the Wednesday form compared to the Saturday form, and some of those horses that are in form, the likes of Avila Edition, Little Shadow, Tarquin Shadow, even Zoe Tomtea, Liberty Rise, are all Wednesday. They come up against gallopers like the Tales of Summer, which are proven on a Saturday, Our Finest Moment, Tiger Red as well. Tell us which way you're tipping and the reasons why.
Well, I'm going with the 12 Tales of Summer. It's drawn poorly here. It's 13 of 13, but I just think if this gets over the field and ends up leading, it'll lead outright from that wide barrier if it gets there. It'll be very hard to run down. Carrillo weight by 1.5 kilograms. Last up was a really nice run. I just like it. I just think it can lead and win.
It could be a big day for the Simon Miller stable.
Yeah,
we know
so.
You mentioned trainers that wait for these big days. Well, he is certainly one of them. What about Our Finest Moment? Forgive run last start, obviously. Tongue Tie goes on. Barrier 10, 55 kilos. And Joey Azzopardi's had good success.
I still believe Our Finest Moment's the best horse in the race, but there was a few doubts last start. It drifted in betting and in the end, Jordan Turner had no luck in the saddle at all. So, look, it's drawn a bit awkwardly, but just a little bit of caution, but I have faith it can turn around.
Well, let's take a look at selections. I'm going to be tipping number 8, Zoe Tomtea, from number 11, Liberty Rise, number 6, Little Shadow, and number 3, Thunderclap Newman.
I'm the 12, Tales of Summer, from number 10, Tiger Red, number 8, Zoe Tomtea, and the 9, Our Finest Moment.
Race number 3, it is a listed race at Ascot. It's the Jungle Miss Classic over the 1,200 metres, and we get to see a bit of speed in this race.
We certainly do. There's a lot of tempo in this race. Simon Miller has probably 2 of the leaders, so one of them you'd expect to drop out. But of course, the incredibly speedy 2 Shardell. We have to be a little bit frank here. It's been a little bit disappointing given what we thought this mare was at, but she hasn't been disgraced, but has been beaten favourite both times.
Comes out of the winter bottom, of course, scratch from that event. Was beaten by Rock Magic last starter. Will race in the Jungle Mist, and we'll take a look at that run now, where it was beaten 1.5 by Rock Magic.
Reeves and Scheidel gave Smoko the slip. She'd kicked a length and a half clear. Wobbled off the fence. Mad As has got the run through, though. Here's Liberty's Gem, Waterman's Bay, and Rock Magic coming down the outside as well. Scheidel at the 100. Liberty's Gem joined it. Tackled by Waterman's Bay, Rock Magic. Waterman's Bay, Rock Magic. Rock Magic on the outside. I thought he might have got the bob in.
Look, it was a good run. To only get beaten by a length and a half was still a good effort. The sectional times were very strong. It's drawn nicely here up to the 1,200 metres. There's no knock for me at all.
Having a look at some of the other runners, and we mentioned Simon Miller's one in the previous, I think Fools Bet, you just have to put a line through the last start, even though it was still good. It was only beaten 3 lengths by Hobart Jones, but the blinkers go on here. You look at its top 4 lines behind Liberty's Gem, Malibu Style, these type of gallopers, it has to be respected.
No, it does, and there's so many positive. Bar plates come off, blinkers go on, a favourable barrier, and it's ready for this 1,200 metres. I think Simon Miller was really happy with that last run, so I think Fool's Bet is the one to beat. I think on speed it'll be hard to catch.
Number 4, Ideal Image, has been first up on 2 occasions for 2 victories. William Pyatt takes the ride, loves the distance as well. 3 attempts for 2 victories and a third. It'll be another one that'll be certainly attacking the line strongly.
Yeah, no knock at all. It will be the one chasing, however, so if there is a break from the 2 or 3, Scheidel and Fool's Bet, then it'll be hard for Ideal Image to catch, but last start, it won first up, defeating Mad Brad and My System, who are very good horses.
Let's take a look at selections. I'm going to be tipping number 2, Scheidel. From it, number 4, Ideal Image, number 3, Fool's Bet, and number 7, Meteoroid.
And the 3, Fool's Bet on top from 2, Scheidel, 4, Ideal Image, and number 6, Zonto.
Race number 4 at Ascot, it's over the 1,400 metres. There's a listed Carbine Club of WA Stakes, and I know that it's a quality field, but I'm really excited to see 2 horses go head-to-head who have very different racing patterns.
I presume you're speaking about the 8, Neverland, and number 7, Resonates, who will likely be the leader in this race. And William Pike, of course, has such a great record on both of them, but he has chosen one, and is the 8, Neverland, which is brilliant last start, Adam.
Watch this replay closely. I still have no idea how Neverland has won this race. I continue to watch it and think she's going to get beaten, but somehow jumps out of the ground, and we'll take a look at that win now.
Trader in the straight. Beach Express led 300 out. Civil Rights quickly loomed up to it. No run down on the inside. Bayatorio, Ye Olden, Cereza starting to cut loose. Down the outside, Little Shadow. Neverland's into the clear, but Cereza booted away. Here's Neverland coming with a brilliant run. Neverland, gather them up. Super win. Outstanding victory by Neverland to get it.
Neverland ran 34.02 for the last 600 metres in that race. That's very hard to do over 1,400 metres and win. You can run that time and not get near the speed because they pinched that advantage, but to run that sectional and win over this distance was just first class. This horse has all the talent.
Can we throw out freak? Can we just... It was freakish.
Look, it was freakish. This horse has now had 7 starts, 5 victories, so there's something definitely about this horse's will to win. So drawn inside here, I'm sure it was a hard decision for Pike to choose between it and Resonates, who of course was only beaten a length by Blackheart Bart, who's the favourite in the Railway Stakes.
Well, it may need to repeat that 34.02 because of Resonates, because we know this horse knows one way, goes to the front, has the speed, and says, catch me if you can. As you mentioned, was only beaten a length by Blackheart Bart after putting such an honest performance forward. 54.5 kilos. Chris Parnham takes the ride. If conditions suit, it's going to be hard to catch.
It will, but no disrespect to Chris Parnham, but William Pike, we saw last campaign, he wasn't riding, this horse just didn't turn up. So, look, that is a query, but Resonates' form over the past 6 months to 9 months has been first class, so it is the clear second select for me.
Let's take a look at selections. I'm going to go with the speedy one, Resonates, from number 8, Neverland, and number 9, Fashion Princess, and number 3, Dreamlifter.
8, Neverland, from 7, Resonates, the 5, Halo Express, and number 3, Dreamlifter.
Race number 5, it is the listed Placid Arc Stakes over the 1,200 metres. Fair bit of speed out of this, and we're comparing horses with a little bit of maturity in the racing sense against some upcomers as well.
Yeah, I found this one of the toughest of the day because, look, I think the market will edge towards the form lines through Celebrity Dream and Putri Jewel, but I don't think they're as proven as horses like Mystic Maid and horses even like Yoshi Noxious, who ran a brilliant race last start, beating a horse like Warboss when sitting 3 wide. So I found this race intriguing, but the 10 Celebrity Dream from a great barrier. It's in the 3 and wide again, so hard to ignore.
The money is going to come for this galloper. There's no doubt. We can look at the form lines with Pachuridu and also remember Berlin around this galloper as well. So let's take a look at the last start and victory over Pachuridu on that run.
They'd straightened up, and the leader, Putri Jewel, led by a length and a half. The favourite had to push into the clear to come after it, though. Putri Jewel at the 200, a length and a half. Celebrity Dream. Pike has to go to work. She's starting to run on strongly. It's Putri Jewel. Celebrity Dream, though, drawing level in the final stages. Gets the head in front, and another win here in the Cerise and White.
A really good performance once again. Just gave the leader a big head start and got there with another great ride by William Pike. Drawn well here. Look, I have no doubt this horse will be somewhere in the finish, but I did find this the hardest race of the day.
What about the Harrison pair? Because we've talked about them a fair bit in Box 2. We've had them on top in recent weeks as well. Delicate Miss, Mystic Maid. Delicate Miss, a really good win last start. Mystic Maid dwelt it at the start and was slow to recover. How do you assess them in this field?
Yeah, look, Mystic Maid dismissed that last run and he's proven, I guess, around this 1,200 metre range, whereas Delicate Miss, it's more of a grey area, probably a negative in fact, but last start was such a good run, it's hard to ignore. There were signs from Glitterbell as well last start. It hit the line well. There's just so much form in this. Senso pushing shapes. Yoshi Noxious, Jintang, remember Berlin with the blinkers on and let it slip not too far away. We could tip the entire field here.
Which one of the Miller pair do you prefer here? Remember Berlin or Putri Jewel?
Just going with the 9, Putri Jewel. Good barrier here. Craig Williams on board. I think it would have been a very hard decision for Peter Nucky to choose.
Let's take a look at selections then. I'm going to be tipping number 10, Celebrity Dream, from number 9, Putri Jewel, number 5, Remember Berlin, and number 12, Let It Slip.
Same exactor as you, 10, Celebrity Dream, from 9, Putri Jewel, the 7, Mystic Maid, and number 12, Let It Slip.